Sorry about that, y'all. Railroad Observer 2000 here. Good evening, y'all. I'm back again doing another video here. And, yeah, in this video, I'm going to be giving a detailed tour of the Georgian Flyer and its relating sinkings. So, Phantom Cam Gaming, if you're able to join the stream or at least look, you are more than welcome to, because this may help you out a lot if you're doing any further sinkings with it. If any. But, yeah, I'm in here in the workshop, or in the workbench, and, yeah. So starting out here, we're going to go with a physical external overview. First off, you've got the main hatch here that goes down into the storage area / workshop area, and from there, going back, you have, hey Kevin, you have the catwalks that go on either side of the cargo holds here, and then there's 4 cargo holds. You obviously know what they are doing. But then we have the crane here that moves all along the ship to access all 4 holds. Now here in the back, you were wondering about the lifeboat. There's a door there, and you need to make sure it's closed whenever you use it, unless you want it sinking like I did in the video. You were wondering if there was a bilge pump. The answer to that is yes. In fact, here is the button with the label bilge pump right here. There's only one bilge pump, but it's at max power, so if this thing floods, if you can close that door and hit this button right here, this fluid port will start pumping the water out. Believe me, it works. It works. But yeah, the lifeboat and its systems were built by GB Danny. The ship was built by Jesse Gillette. Sal Innovations is the one who made it advanced, and I'm the one who went back through and did any other remaining advanced work involving pumps, lighting, and detailing work. Now moving down, we have all 4 cargo holds. Each have their own lights and door. With the forward one having the door that goes down to the lower decks. And, now Spammels, I seriously doubt you'll see this, but if we zoom into here, oh, what's this? It's a secret Easter egg. Not really. I actually just copy and pasted the Spammels logo that was on the SS Spammels and put it inside this front intermodal container. So the only way you guys who look at this ship will be able to find this Easter egg is by going through photo mode. All I'm going to say is good luck finding it, because, yeah, you ain't going to see it, yeah. So here we got the workshop. This button right here is for all the lights, as you probably, I guess you already found out. And these here are for the anchors. They control the anchors up, down, and magnet. Moving aft, we have the crew passageway with buttons for all the doors, and there's a button in the front part when you first walk in for the lights. Now we have the galley. In fact, I'm going to actually move this light switch here, I think. No, actually, no. Yeah, I'm going to move it. I have to move it. Alright, let's see here. Oh, that's the move tool. Wrong button. Alright, move it up. Move it back. And I think it's okay. Let's see. It's close enough. There we go. There's the button. Alright, now let's do this. Okay, there's the light switch button. Okay. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to cut it, because I need to change this. Alright, now we're going to move it down and over one. So it's right there. Now we're going to need to merge it and add a block. Now we're going to go over to the merge tool. Click this, click that, and there we go. Now we're going to go back and get a block. And patch that up. Now I'm going to go over to the paint tool. Hit control again. There we go. Change this from the ambient paint to the normal paint. There we go. Paint that, and there we go. Go on the other side. Repeat the process. Oh, wait. We don't have to until about here, I think? No, it'll be fine. No, it's fine. So that's the light switch button, and I'm going to go on ahead and upload this to Workshop. Also, Phantom. If you hit this key here, it turns the sink on. The sink actually works. And that turns the gauges on for the propane tanks. Those are for the oven. The oven has working details. The dishwasher just turns the lights on. But, well, it doesn't turn the lights on, but you get the idea. Okay, now, right here, this door right here, which, if you come down, okay, say you enter the ship through this door, right? You go open this door, go down these stairs, and go to the right. You'll come to 3 doors. The door on the left goes to the crew dining area, which is this here. Door on the right goes to the galley, but the door straight ahead, right here, this is the engine room escape hatch. I'm sorry if I flooded the video you did of this ship with all these comments, but I'm trying to help you out if you do sink it again, so you'll be better acquainted with the ship. This hatch goes through 2 decks, the bottom deck and this deck. It starts here in the engine room. Now, if you walk in from the fuel tank room here, walk over to the right here, and the hatch is right here with the ladder. It's right here behind this pipe here. In fact, I'll paint it a bright color real quick so you can see it down here. I actually was meaning to do this for quite some time, and I'm actually glad I now have a reason for it. There we go. I'm painting it bright red to represent emergency for obvious reasons. Because if you're sinking at the bow, this is a major emergency. So you need to get out and get out quick. So there's the escape hatch painted red. That's the ladder leading out. Now, if you're doing a stern sinking, what you're going to do is once you engage the scuttle button, keep this door and all the doors forward close. And when you leave the bridge, in fact, I'll go up. When you leave the bridge, take the stairwell down, go through here, take this stairwell, go down again, and enter the engine room through the escape hatch, through this door here. Open the hatch to go down, you're in the engine room, and then open the door, separating it and the fuel room. And then go up and let the engine room flood, because if you let it flood without opening any other doors, water will then flood up this hatch. And if you have all these doors open, it will flood this area of the ship and start to sink it. And I've tried this before, and I will show it. It does sink the ship. That's where you need to open all the doors, at least on this deck, this one deck, and it'll pull the ship down. But if you do want to get out at the same time, the hatch does go all the way up to the deck right here. So when you first board the ship from the ladder, what you want to do, if you board on this side, on the dock side, walk along the superstructure here, and you'll come to this hatch right here. This is the hatch. This is the escape hatch right here. In fact, I'm going to put in a kind of hazard motif here. To indicate, hey, this is an escape hatch. Or an exit hatch. I'll paint it red to signify it is an exit hatch. There we go. That's the sign that it is an exit hatch. In other words, and there's also an automatic bilge pump in here. So if you are in a bow sinking and just happen to be on board still when the plunge happens, what you need to do, Phantom, go in the survival gear locker, get either one of these diving gear sets, and before the superstructure starts flooding, come down here and lock yourself inside the escape hatch here. This essentially also will act as an airlock with the pump here. It's a double pump, so it will pump any water that comes in out. I've tested it. It works quick. Trust me. In fact, these are the two pumps for the escape hatch. And I will, like I say, I'm giving a tour of this. I will showcase the ship sinking to give a better demonstration. And I'm going to, again, paint the ladder. There we go. The red, this light red indicates an emergency escape hatch. It's an emergency escape way or manway, meaning if there's an extreme problem, this is where you need to get the hell out and fast. And I'm making sure this sucker is clearly marked. There is no exceptions being given whatsoever. There we go. So, this is now completely marked. This whole thing is an escape hatch. The light red signifies that. Now I'm going to save this so that these features are in place right now. If you're doing the Edisto, well, all I can say is if you're trapped in the very bottom deck when the ship goes vertical, swim out through the ladder that gets you out of the forward cargo hold, and then I guess if you have the cargo hatches open, or I'll do a sink. I'll sink both ships. I'll sink the Edisto in a different stream and give you a walkthrough on it. But yeah, now that I've saved it, I'm going to upload this version to the workshop so it's up to date. Alright, and since it's public, it should automatically update, so you should see any updates I do to the ship. Okay, so uploading to workshop, please wait. Okay, I'm waiting, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, also I do want to point out, I don't exactly have a shirt on, but yeah. I'm pretty sure you guys already knew that by the reflection. Yeah, I'm trying to zoom in so you guys can get a better view of the screen, but yeah, you can see something else there. Hold on. Oh, well, I have a shirt right here. Maybe dirty, but I'm going to have to get a shower anyway. It's 7 or 8, so it's fine. Yeah, no, this is fine. It's a feature. Excuse me. Y'all are welcome to share the stream and let people know. Okay, so that's done. Now, also, I want to point out, when you do spawn the ship in, Phantom, don't turn all the lights and cameras on, okay? I found out when I do that, it lags out the computer and the ship like crazy. I'd recommend maybe turning on only the bridge backlights, the nav lights, and maybe, and I mean maybe, the deck lights. If you can't turn those on with enough, if you turn those on and it still has lag, then, well, all I can say is just turn the bridge lights on. There's a button. I'll walk you through. And I will cover, like I say, the other sinkings for the ship. First off, though, I want to get the ship away from the landmass because that lags it too. And yes, all the bilge pumps on the ship are automatic. I think they're all hooked up to a logic node that makes it so they turn on automatically, whether the air intakes and whatnot are off. Okay, so say my character is you for a minute, okay? When you first walk on the ship, keep going in this direction until you see this hatch right here. Now, if I zoom in, it says engine room evacuation hatch, which in other words, in simpler terms, means escape hatch. Walk even further back towards the stern, and you have the lifeboat. And I'm actually going to go on and give a demonstration on the launching. The track actually is meant to just make this... It's actually meant to coast off the track. Upside down, like I said. Now, stay for a minute, I'm in your situation. Except the boat, the thing's right side up, but it is sinking at the stern, and it is flooding. Now, what I did here was I put a release feature in. So, now we're going to start moving. It's slow, but it does start moving. Any day now, I should say. Okay, yes. I hope your mom gets to feeling better, Kevin. Okay, so the launcher is now pushing the lifeboat off. Now, when this thing does launch, it's going to go and it's basically meant to fall off the ship. It's meant to fall off the deck. Now, the minute it hits the water, I'm going to let it flood. I'm going to let this thing completely flood, okay? Alright, there it goes. So it's off the deck. Crouch when it's off the deck. Now, it is going to be slow, so I do apologize for that. Now, I think once it's at a certain level, it's going to just drop. Let's see. Yeah, okay, there it goes. It's dropping. It's dropping. Here we go. It's dropping. And as the water floods a fruit boat. Alright, so now the lifeboat is taking on water, which was what was happening with you. And it's also upside down. Okay, what you want to do here is seal the door. Seal the door and the lifeboat will automatically start to roll. That, and it isn't rolling. Well, this is an issue. Okay, I was trying to sit in it to try and right it. There it goes. Alright, so sitting in it rights it. Now, the bilge pump is literally this button here. Okay, now see there's water in here. Now watch this. Watch this. There's the fluid port right there in the back. And as you can see, it is pumping the water out as we speak. It's not fast, but it does work. Alright, so now you've got the propeller running. I don't know what DI you mean. I'm not good with that. Now, we're going to just leave the lifeboat here. Actually, you know what? No, I could just respawn the ship. Let's do that. Let's take this back to workbench. Alright, well, the lifeboat's going to just go off and do its own thing, so that's fine. Actually, no, it ain't. I can respawn the ship. Let me do that real quick. But now I've given a basic idea of how to use the lifeboat. Now, let's hit E. Alright. So I've hit that. It's going to respawn the ship. Or it's going to put the ship back in the workbench. There we go. So now the lifeboat's reattached. I'm going to try and recreate the scenario that happened to you. Because I never had the ship capsize before in normal storm weather. Unless you spawned a tsunami and that was just intentional. If you want to get on it quickly, go on and get in the water before it spawns in. That way you can go on ahead and swim to the ladder. A lot easier. Okay, there we go. So we're now in the water, which makes it easier to get to the ship. Also, Phantom, I recommend spawning it at the island, at the custom island base for large boats. That's what I always use when I spawn this ship in. It's a lot less. It causes a lot less lag and helps out tremendously when working with this ship. I don't get what you mean by foamy, but I'm not going to question it. Alright, now here's all the controls for the crane. I wasn't sure if you saw this, but this whole control board is for the crane. It even has its own button, I think, for a clock backlight. Yeah, right there. Now, when you turn all these lights on, it lags. So I turn those off. I keep all the lights off. That's the thing. With me, and I think it may work for you as well, Phantom, I think if you sink the ship during the daytime, you don't need to have the lights on, nor do you have to worry about it lagging as bad. I found that sailing it with just the lights off actually makes it a lot more playable, believe me. It's really meant to be a daytime ship, to be honest. Okay, now we're on the bridge. On the left, you've got the weather controls and the button for the bridge lights, which are these here, which are meant for the stairwell. On the right, on my right, these are the controls for the cargo holds. They're labeled hold NO. NO stands for number. Hold number 4 closed and locked. And if I remember right, hold number 1. Yeah, hold number 1 farthest from the edge of the wall is the bow. Nice. Alright, so that's now closed and locked. And of course, you know how to turn it on. Basically, turn the air and fuel pumps on first. Then, put the clutch up to like, well, not the clutch up. Go on and put the throttle to maximum. And now, don't worry about the engines blowing up. They'll be fine. They have a constant stream of coolant going to them. I think engine 2 or 1 only has a glitch with that, but I think it's fine now that we've added a new radiator system in. Okay, now the ignition's engaged, so we now have power. Now, when you put the clutch forward, the ship will take off, but now you've got 2 gauges in the middle of the bridge windows here. The bottom one is for speed. Here. This is for speed. The one above it is for rudder controls, and you'll see why. When I hit F for helm, hit A, watch the needle. Watch the needle. That indicates you're turning left. Hit D to counteract the left side turn, and you get back to a straight course. Hit D all the way, and you turn right. And then, of course, hit A to correct course. Yeah, if you get Stormworks open, the server doesn't have a password, so you can join. It shouldn't have a password. So, y'all can join, but the ship is here, so don't despawn it. I'm going to give a full walkthrough of it. So here we are on the bridge. Now you have the doors that go out for the bridge wing. I don't know if you saw this though, Phantom. Of course, if you look, you got the bridge wing, normal. But if you go all the way back here and to the back of the funnel, I added this recently. I added a ladder to where if you want to, you can climb up and go into the funnel. And get tons of pollution. Tons of pollution. Also, there's one of Jesse's old sink methods right here. He meant for when the ship sank, either at the bow or the stern, for water to go down the funnel and actually flood the engine room. And that's how it still does it. Water can still get into the engine room this way. but due to a glitch where the water glitches through walls, it actually does get into the engine room regardless. So those pumps sometimes are always running during or not even during a sinking. So what we have here now, close that back up. You now have the surveillance room that has cameras that monitor the rest of the ship, and you've got diagrams of the ship. You have a cross section, which is this, showing all the decks from top to lowest. And then you have a side cutaway, which has most of all the compartments. They're not to scale by any means, as you can see. But we've also got details here. We've got a clock with a light. Let's turn that off. And then, of course, we have the chart room, which you saw. In fact, that chart no longer is in use. In fact, I think Sal needs to update that. He's been meaning to update that, actually. Now, lower down, we now have the radio room. The light switch in the center of the wall is for the light on this deck. And I'm kind of, due to my thing I'm dealing with, y'all, I don't then cruise to New Mexico or Mexico, wherever it was, is in doubt now. But here's a Morse code thing that Sal made. Don't know if any of y'all heard that, but that's, yeah. Then you've got a desk lamp and a clock light that turns both on. You got a little shelf here for, I guess, messages and files. Then you've got the radio operator's cabin. It's pretty bland. You've got a cabinet, shelf, drawers, clock, another desk lamp. That's pretty much it. Oh, and a light. Most of the door buttons, most of the time, will be up top. Actually, let's keep that open, because why not? The ship will be underwater anyway. Now, the ship does take quite a while to sink, I will admit. If you keep all the outside doors closed, the ship will take longer to sink, buying you more time. Now, the button you normally would use to get access to the lower decks is through this hole right here in the wall. To galley and dining. What I'm going to do is a stern sinking. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Also, these here are for pumps, in case this area floods. You're going to want to open these doors first. But I'm already going to go on ahead and prepare. Now, here is the escape hatch with the new paint job. So, Phantom, if you get back onto the ship, next time you get it, I think you'll be able to see this when you walk in. Just look for the red outline on the ceiling. That's where the hatch will be. In fact, if you crouch coming in and right-click with your mouse, you'll see the hatch. It's right there. Also, in the uneventful case of a fire, right here is a fire suppression system, an emergency extinguisher, right here. And they have sprinklers that go over the engines. Now, here we go. Here is the fuel tank room. These are not boilers. I know you got that confused. That's fine. These are the pumps here, and they're on each end of the room. And there's pumps on each end of the engine room and the fuel tank room. That's why they're so fast. I made sure the lower decks, this deck and the one directly above, have the most pumps. That's the secret to the ship being able to recover so quickly. Now, moving forward. You have 4 cabins on the left side of the ship, and I tried to make them all as different as possible. I hand-painted all these details here, and if you take a look at the coasters, I hand-painted all of those myself. In fact, you have a clock and desk lamp here, and you've got a button for heaters. Each of the cabins have their own heaters. Why? I still have not fixed this. Alright. Nordric Starline founder, do you have Stormworks? if you do, go to where it says, I think, servers. I think you actually have to friend me. Yeah. Friend me on Steam. Or send me a friend request, rather. I'll see you that way, then you'll be able to join. Now, as you can see, I tried to make, like I say, each room different. We'll come to this later. Or soon, rather. Yeah, but as you can see, I tried to make all the colors and whatnot different. I tried to make everything as different as I could. Now, there's a dictionary. You've got some glasses. Curb Your Enthusiasm is going to be playing right here at this point. I missed that. Oh well, it's fine. I'll let that be a pencil shaving or something. But I'll just no. That'll just be a food crumb. Why not? Now here we have the medical storage for the ship's infirmary. All the shelves here are for medicine, and then, of course, you've got your pumps right there. Now, each of the tables, as you can see, has different medical-related stuff there. You've got clipboards, bandages, medicines there. That's what those are. You've got syringes there, clipboard, pencil, papers there. You've got a health book there for those who are either in training or not. Yeah, basically the normal stuff. Which leads us to the last set of rooms. It's a 3-room area. And this is the sick bay / infirmary. So this is where you first walk in. This is where medicines that are currently either being prescribed or stored or for recent or current usage are going to be stored. Like I just said, you got shelves, cabinets, and a pump. Each room has its own pump. And each room has its own lights. You've got a square set of lights here. They're all on their own circuits. And here you've got the operating room. You got the operating table. We've got the operating table here, and then you've got the tray where they lay all the surgical equipment on. You've got other stuff here. Again, more lights here. But here's the surgery light. Here's the surgical light right here. And it's able to be moved. It moves the full width of the medical bed. And from there, you've got the lights. And then you have the recovery room. You can see 2 patients who are recovering. And they both have lights for the clock and lights for the desk lamps. Again, all custom designs and whatnot. Each are different. That has drawers, that has cabinets. I mean, all of this stuff is custom. Heck, the HMHS version of the Spammels, it actually has all this medical detailing work in it. I just copied it over. Steam name, a boat name, fruit. Got it. I mean, my Steam name is Railroad Preserver 2000. It's the same. In fact, here, I'll open it up for you. There you go, Railroad Preserver 2000. Profile. And there you go. There's how you can friend me. Alright, now. Okay, I need pending invites here because, yeah. Nordric Starline, Railroad Preserver 2000 is my name on Steam. If you want to send a request, if you're still here, you can. Anyway, back to the ship. Now, moving up. Now we have the stairwell, and it has the most pumps here because, yeah. I need to move that so you know where there's a stairwell. Remind me to do that because I need to mark this. Now, I am going to leave all these open because all of this will flood eventually. Are you including the right capitalization? Are you capitalizing the R and the P and putting commas in? Now, like I say, all of this is going to go and flood soon. Also, let me go into photo mode. I need to show y'all something. There are actually areas here that aren't used. Here's one of them. In case of a megalodon attack and these areas end up flooding, I have put emergency pumps here. These are the ones in red. I did this so I can mark them. There's one here, one in here, and one in here. And it's the same on the opposite side. Well, there wasn't any on the opposite side. Nordric Starline founder, what's your name on Discord? Or not Discord, Steam. Also, down below, we have more pumps in these bow compartments. And these are both actually synced. These pumps are here, right here, are synced to the ones that pump water out of the medical storage bay area. I have these in to prevent water from being pumped back in when the pumps are enabled. Oh, and there's also pumps in this area too, right here. Okay, Nordric Starline founder. Let me see if I can find you. Nordric Starline founder. Let's see. There we go. I wish I did 4014 fan. I missed it in Cheyenne by like 2 weeks. I missed it literally by 2 weeks. How close can you get? Nordric Starline, is this you up here? This you? Let me know if it is, because I don't want to be friending the wrong person by mistake here. I tell you, I wish they sent it to Georgia. And it blurred out. Wonderful. Nordic, are you still here? Nordic. Okay. Add as friend, you should get a request. So now you should... Alright, so you should check your Steam, see if you get a request. You should be able to join. Alright, so now back to the ship. Okay, so everything's opened up. Minus the cargo holds, but that'll be fine. Now, what I'm going to do is try and sink the ship from one area, because here's the thing. When you do a Phantom, when you do a stern sinking of the Georgian Flyer, once that escape hatch goes underwater, that's the end of the ship, because that escape hatch will then prove to be what kills the ship in the end. Also, yes, there is pumps right here. So what we're going to do now is do exactly what what I've been saying not to do and how to prevent. It's time to stop the ship. Welcome aboard, my friend. Try spawning in a small and fast boat, and you'll catch up with the ship. I'm about to stop the engines by cutting the fuel pumps. Suddenly, oops. Now, before you ask, I didn't want there to be it to look like the flooding was in the actual fuel tank. What I did was I divided the fuel tank into two areas. So one half is for fuel, the other half is for water. Welcome to the game. Now, what you're going to start to see when I go down here, I say that I can't move. Oh, also, there's the engine control gauges here. Okay, Nordic, forget spawning stuff in. It's lagging out. Alright, so we are now taking on water. As you can see, there's the scuttle system in operation, so we are taking on water at this time. Alright. Okay, so let me go back up. Let this flood. It's not, the flooding isn't going to be immediate, but it will show itself. Also, you're going to want to try and utilize the grab handle, as you can see, which I failed. Or you can use either the grab handle there to try and get up, or you can go up the ladder part way so you can hit the button. Close the hatch, and then hit, and then you can get off of it and do that. Get out that way. Welcome to the server, MI Zenel 2. Forgive me if I said that wrong. I don't mean for that to be wrong. Now listen, don't spawn any vehicles in. The ship lags enough on its own, as you just saw. Okay? Alright, so we're going to start sinking. It's going to be slow, too. Because I've made that hatch to be the only door that's open. So the ship is going to take quite a while to sink. And I'm going to actually run it so that it's the bow, so that when it's running, it'll be angled back slightly. It'll push the water back into the engine room. Miznell 2, welcome to the server and welcome to the stream. So all I've got to do now is re-engage the fuel pumps, hit the ignition. And there we go. Now, when I go into photo mode, you guys are going to start to see all of the pumps in operation. Yeah, there we go, right here. Here's the fuel tank. Here's the fuel tank pumps. Here's the fuel room's pumps in operation here. Invisible operation right here. The grates on this end of the ship here and here are now pumping water out of the ship. Actively pumping out water. And they're also working in the engine room. In fact, this here shows you just how quickly this room is now flooding. It also shows how well the pumps are keeping up. In fact, from there to there, I remember seeing the movie when it first came out. At the time I found it good, I still do. So these pumps here and further down, these are all now pumping water out. In fact, you've got pumps there, and there, and they're all pumping water out. All of them. It's hard to see. Let me turn the light off and see if that helps. There we go. That helps a bunch, actually. But you can see the pumps here in operation. All the pumps in the engine room are currently operating. There's one set, and here's all of the others as well as these here. All of these here are all pumping the water out as we speak. But as you can see, it's not enough because the water in the fuel tank room is rising. Now what I do sometimes is I close this door to allow more water to build up in here, so it then overwhelms the pumps in here in the fuel tank room. And so it completely fills up. Then I open the door and let all that water flood into the engine room. It'll overwhelm the pumps that way. Because right now the water is not getting any kind of leeway, which is bad. Also back here you've got more pumps and extra stuff like logic and whatnot. Basically, this is for buoyancy. Now, if we do look on the outside, the ship looks fine. There's no sign. Yeah, you can spawn in a rescue tug, but good luck trying to catch up to me. That's all I'm going to say. I'm already far off. And you know what? There's a starter boat that goes really fast, but it nearly capsizes in the water. Look up like the advanced starter boat or something. I think that works. I've used it before. It got to Jesse's ship. If you look in the video I filmed with it, it got to Jesse's ship in record time. Yeah, you can spawn in that. I don't mind. Small vessel. Small. Don't want to risk it. Suddenly, without warning, the gods showed up. Now this is where it gets fun. Combine this with the really bad list that the ship has when you're trying to turn. Oh, it's really bad. Alright, careful. Now here you can actually get to see the ship visibly turning. And of course, mind you, it's really slow due to my computer. As you can see by the Wi-Fi, right there where my finger's at. And you can also see there that the rudder is hard over. Same with all of the other rudders, actually. Good luck is all I'm going to say. We've got water crashing over the deck here at midships. That's not good. If a hold failed, we'd be in a lot of trouble. That's a scary sight, seeing the ship like this. Guys, I can't even see the island. Oh, never mind. I see it. Let me hit M. Set a waypoint. Head straight out after me. Okay, good. You are. Good, 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 good. I'm going to attempt to try and turn the ship back. I'll try. Buddy, that's what I've been trying to do for the past 2 minutes. Or no, 48 minutes, rather. Also, as an update, let's check the engine room. It's got to be overwhelmed by now. Nope. It's not overwhelmed, but the freaking fuel tank room is. Go at the full 30. Hit the full 30. Alright, I'm lowering speed. Throttle down, half ahead. Half ahead, main engines. Speed is now down to 3 knots. And dropping rapidly. 2 knots. Okay, speed is increasing when clutch is enabled. I can't go 30 knots. The ship's max speed is 7 to 8. Okay, rudders are turning fully hard over. The list is from the ship trying to turn. I'm trying to turn back. And actually, when the ship is not moving fast, it doesn't list when it turns. Alright, island is spotted off in the distance. Not able to confirm if it's mine or yours. Keep speeding up. I've got the rudders in the center below the bows. Right there. Right there in front of y'all is the, well, you can see the bulbous bow, but no. Right there, those are how the ship is able to maneuver easily. Those rudders right there in the bow, and they're essentially, if you could say, co-workers are in the stern or used to maneuver the ship. Are you guys anywhere near me? Because I can't see you. Turn some lights on. Because I can't see you guys. Oh Lord, I'm far away. Alright, I'm setting a wave. Keep on your course. I'm setting a waypoint right there. Alright, I'm lining the waypoint marker up. I'm going to try and turn the ship. Turning has been engaged. Turning full on port. Turning hard to port. Or starboard, whichever it is. Buddy, this sucker's far from tiny. And wait. Now. Alright, I'm gunning it. Full ahead. Can you hear the horn by chance? Suddenly it became night. This is where the nav lights come in. Here's an example of why you need nav lights. Backlights on. Okay, heating is on. Nav lights. Can you guys see my spotlights by chance? Try now. You guys, I hope you're staying on the same course, because I'm making sure to stay on mine. I set a waypoint. I'm 982 meters away and closing fast. At about 9, close to 9, 970, 68, 70, We are indeed in bad shape. I can confirm we are indeed taking on water. Flooding is now evident and visible in the engine room. Engine room is officially taking on water at this time. Visible flooding is now present. Can you hear me? Can you hear the ship's horn? No, can you hear me? A-Train 405, congrats on the 10th birthday. Glad you're doing well. I have a waypoint set in the middle, dead set in the middle. We're meeting up. I'm trying. That's all I can do is keep on trucking. But we are indeed taking on water. It's because I stopped the horn. Do whatever you gotta do. All engines ahead, main power no matter what. Don't stop for nobody. Uraja. I think I've heard of that name before. 721 meters, closing quick. 7:16, 13, 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, correcting course. What? I'll be right back. Sorry, y'all, I had to get my clothes. What's this? Let me check the stats here. Well, welcome to YouTube, my friends. 510 meters away, closing. 505, 4, 3, 2, 1. 490, checking maps. Okay, once y'all get to the waypoint I've set, stop. Leo McKenna, welcome to the stream, my friend. So I'm going to respawn the ship and do all this again, but do a different sinking. Alright, I'm going out into photo mode now. Target in sight. Boys, I see y'all. Okay, I have a visual on you guys. I got a visual. Boys, I can confirm I see you. I've got a visual. And I've never been happier to see you. Engines, and then suddenly the engines die. Frig! Oh. Sorry about the mispronunciation of your name. I'm sorry, man. Don't stop. Pull alongside. Slow. Do not stop. I've only stopped my ship because I'm going down to inspect damage. If any of y'all are wondering where I'm at, if y'all bored, I'll be down in the engine room. Which, by the way, is now awash. There is a ton of water flooding in. Water's risen rapidly. Okay, fuel is now 0 in both engines. Fire hose is there. So there's two different fire suppression systems. Also, Jesse, here's an idea for the piping. The red is fire suppression. The green is air intakes. The gray is exhaust. The black is for fuel. And the red, I think... Yeah, the blue is for the pumps that I installed. And I think I have the water intakes... I think is white. I don't know. I think I had that done somewhere. Wow, I love it. One has fuel. One doesn't have fuel and the other it doesn't have air. That's kind of funny. If this were in survival, the engines technically would have already shut off at this point here because this here is when... Thank you. And this would be the point where they die because they're no longer able to get air. They're not able to get air into them. Alright, I'm climbing back out of the engine room. It's really dire. No, Jesse isn't in the stream, but he basically got himself shouted out because whenever someone I know is... joining Stormworks, it lets me know. It says Jesse Gillette is now playing Stormworks Build and Rescue, blah, 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 that sort of thing. Okay, I hear y'all. Stop y'all's engines and conserve fuel. I don't mind if you join the stream more, just don't bug me, okay? That's just my rule. As long as you don't drive me crazy, you'll be fine. Ah, yes! The boat from Jaws. I'm tempted. You know what? I have to do this. More Megs, dang it. Bring the Megs! Hey, boys. I think you're gonna need a bigger boat. Yeah, guys, I think you're going to need a bigger boat, because look behind you. I'm just saying, look behind y'all. Guys, I would kind of stop the boat at this point, just saying. By the way, don't think you're going to be able to tow this thing, because you can't. Now, once the hatch does go underwater here, I'm going to go on and open it, actually. Because technically, this will help increase the sinking speed. Yeah, this one hatch does sink the ship. Everything else in the ship is open. If y'all want to board, you're welcome to. Come on, come aboard. You're welcome. You're going to need them. That's all I'm going to say. There's others in. Thank you. Hey, it's fine. I've got a lifeboat. I know how to work it. Stand by. Y'all stand by. At this point, I can see the water is visibly rising in the engine room at this time. It's slow, but it is noticeable. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. Y'all are welcome to board the ship if you wish. Just don't touch anything. Yeah, you know if you're able to swim in here that it's really bad. Merry Christmas, Beverly. Merry Christmas. Also, there's a batteries for days on board this ship. I know what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to seal the door to the fuel tank room temporarily to let more water build up, because once each of the rooms flood, they flood quickly. Believe me, I know. This will help out a lot in the sinking. You'll also get to see how quickly the engine room will pump out. I'll put the camera into viewfinder. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. The water is starting to rise in this room here. Oh, yeah, you can see it rising. Look here. Watch the triangle right there. Watch the triangle. Watch how quickly this thing goes under. I mean, you can see the ship is visibly dropping. It's just very, very slow. Now, if I go in here, watch this. The engine room is starting to be pumped out slowly. In fact, look here. You can see it. All of this, I think, is due to the pumps. No, I think actually now the pumps are overwhelmed. They're going to be running regardless, but yeah. If any of y'all are on the ship, yeah, I see y'all here. Guys, I see you in photo mode. Be careful. The door... Hang on. How the heck did you get in here? What the... Ms. Nell, how the heck did you get in here? Oh, forget it. I don't even want to know. Suddenly, then the other guy gets completely freaking swamped. Because now the engine room is taking on water. No, it's not busting open if you open it manually. Keep it open. I'm kind of wondering, though, why is one engine not getting air and the other is not getting fuel? Because, right, look at the engines here. One doesn't have fuel. Oh no, y'all, look. You can see the ship is starting to visibly lift towards the back now. Engine number 2 is starting to rapidly go under at this time. I can see the water is visibly rising at the stern. This is where you guys need to get out of here. Now. Go. 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 Oh, that's just going to add more water in, by the way. The extinguisher just suddenly fails due to the water pressure. It just forces the water through the hose. Because it's directly connected to the ocean. The ladder is painted red. Use it. I'm basically going to engage the fire suppression system just because I can. Now there's just going to be tons of water pouring in everywhere at this point. Yeah, now you guys can see the fire suppression system at work. It's basically a sprinkler system. Actually, there was a Carnival cruise ship, if I remember right, that did actually go full Titanic mode on the passengers. It didn't sink, but it did flood. Hey man, Men's Nail, if you look on my workshop profile, it is on there. And yeah, by the way, this is where it's time to abandon ship at this point because, yeah, if you can jump out of the... What the heck? I didn't realize you could do that, but if we come here at the stern, y'all, look here. This is an issue. Yeah, I'd say this is an issue. Don't know how much. Yeah, no. Here's an issue, you guys. Look here. Look at the very back. Mizanel and the other guy. Look behind us here. Water is now on the ship's deck. I'm going to go on and launch the lifeboat so I can swim to it. Come on. Mission failed. Big emergency. Yeah, this is a big emergency, actually. Costa Concordia. That's the ship that sank in Italy. I've heard of it. That was actually one heck of a coincidence that it sank on the 100th anniversary of Titanic. Like, how much coincidence can you get? Okay, y'all, get the lifeboat. Park it on standby. Keep that on. Keep the bilge pump on regardless. Shut the door. Shut the door. Now the lifeboat's launching quicker. One of y'all get in the pilot seat. Park it beside the other boat. Quick! Get in the pilot seat! Quick! I'm kicking the waves up to push it away. It's free. Go. Go. It's go. Go. It's all right. Pan slow and steady. Oh, by the way, there's the hatch. The hatch is now taking in water. You guys, the hatch is now officially awash. And the ship is in really bad shape. Okay, listen, Mensnell, y'all. Mensnell, if you're still inside the lifeboat, hit A and D for steering. Hit A and D, it steers the boat, okay? Listen, hit A and D. A and D, it steers the boat. Or at least it should. Yeah, I'm going to close that. Or just stop it. Just park it. Just park it. Oh, yeah, this is bad when you see water rapidly rising up into like a well. I'm going to just close that. There we go. Okay, if you guys want to get that lifeboat and maybe add a rudder to it, you can, but don't do it now because it takes the whole ship back. Huh, that's odd. I thought it returned. Oh, well. Check y'all's boat, see if there's like a magnet connector, and see if maybe there's a way to connect the lifeboat and tow it. By the way, update on the Georgian. We're freaking taking on water at a ridiculous rate, as evident by the fact that water's about to shoot up through the hatch. But yeah, Phantom, this is how you can properly sink it at the stern. You need to flood the fuel room, the ship's fuel storage and engine room, and then use the hatch where it goes in between decks and up and out to get the stern sinking, which, by the way, is about to take place, judging by that rapidly creeping up the deck. Because any water that comes down here, like this here, is going to just help in increasing the sinking speed. I'm going to actually turn the waves up. Okay, I don't know how to get rid of that. There we go. I'm going to turn the waves up just a tiny bit, like 7%, because it's going to just help sink the ship anyway. If you guys want to come down and watch the ship flood, you're welcome to. Laptop. Who just opened the cargo hold? Close that back. Close the cargo hold back. You know what that boat is based off of, though, right? It's based off of the Orca from the movie Jaws. It's a laptop, but it's an old laptop, a really old laptop. Yeah, look, water's now entering in through the hatch right here. Look. What was that? Something just got damaged. Okay, did the lifeboat sink? What's going on here? Okay, yeah, update. The entire stern's open deck is completely awash. The lifeboat's gone. At this point, I don't even have to turn the waves up anymore, because the water's going to just flood in on its own now. I think. Yeah, look. The water's not disappearing. Yep, there it goes. There it goes right here. Mensnell and Nordic. Look here. Look. I'm going down. Yep, water's now flooding in the... water's now flooding up into the engine room hatch. Now watch this. Watch what happens when I seal this hatch. It says that as it can't tossed out. Okay, now y'all watch this. Watch when I close that hatch. And then, come Menzel, come back in here. Come back in here. Watch on my screen, y'all. Watch how quickly the water rises in here. It's instant, I think. Well, no, I say that, and the pumps keep up. I'm amazed. Yeah, seal the door. Watch how quickly this thing floods. Watch. Look how fast it's flooding. Look at how quickly it's flooding. Then combine it with this. It's instant. No, watch. Open this up, and it's instant. Now, this is pretty much causing a lot of problems for the ship. Primarily because, well, as you can see, the water is now started flooding in through this hatch. The very thing that was meant to be a way of escape for the crew has now turned into the very thing that's going to sink their ship. As evident by this. Now I'm going to go into photo mode for this one bit to show the hatch flooding. Yeah, now it's really starting to flood. It's just, with the way the ship pitches it up and down, it makes it impossible to tell how fast it's actually flooding, but it is flooding. And it's actually flooding rapidly too, I should mention. Now, once this completely fills, which it will, now basically what I've done here is now I'm letting the whole, any remaining air come out of the ship. And as you can see, the water has now made its way to this whole area of the ship. In fact, the backmost railing is now underwater at this time. And I've had this ship sink completely vertical by the stern. I've done it once, just by using this one hatch. Now I'm going to go back in, and you can see all of the pumps are now active in this portion of the ship. They're all running. Exactly. I'd turn the lights off just to decrease lag. And now look here. Even now the water is still rising. You can literally visibly see it rising, or it was rising right then. And now you can see the water is rapidly flooding in. So what I'm doing now is I'm pressurizing it essentially to make it, I'm essentially like priming it. I'm priming the room so where now the water is rapidly flooding in and there really just is no way to stop it. Public Gaming, welcome. It's alright, Beverly. It's alright. My friends list is full, actually. I think if you follow me, that counts. I think you can follow me and it'll be fine. But now we have water coming in from both below and above. Above and below, rather. And of course, this one pump has actually slowed the flooding. If this pump was not in here, the water, I think, flooding in would be pretty much instantaneous. Unless it's flooding remaining areas in the engine room. Nope, these all are completely flooded. And take note, the rest of the ship is completely dry. Until around the back here. Wait, how did that... Oh, no, never mind. That's the other person. I'm an idiot. Nordric, if that's you here on the Moray, you're welcome to come back on. Oh, It's like Margaret Brown. It's like, now there's something you don't see every day. Oh Lord, it would probably still sink even if the pumps were off. And this is only going to increase it. Watch this. It's alright, man. I'm actually happy you let me know that the name was wrong. Now, say for a minute another door kind of opened up for a second. That'll only increase the speed of the sinking. And I mean, at this point, the ship is already doomed. I mean, heck, there's water in front of the windows here. In fact, you can see it visibly now. Stormworks if you want to get it. Yeah, those are for the crane. Watch. That moves the crane back if you look. Yeah, this is where the ship is going to start plunging. Watch. What are you guys opening up there? Oh, okay. Yeah. Now watch. Look. Watch the glass. Watch the glass. It'll start to go underwater right here. Watch. From this one hatch, watch. Look at this. You can see it visibly sinking now. And this is from that one hatch, mind you. This is from just that one hatch. The reason I don't leave the ship yet is because I always like to be on board it when rooms flood. That's why I like the interiors, because I love how they flood. Now, if this door is open, that's only going to increase the rate of flooding, because all the water, as you can see, is going back here. It's also going over these pumps. It ain't going to buy it time. I know you do. I'm glad. Okay, yeah, the galley's a bit wet. On the plus side, though, I can show you guys the oven controls. I love it. Most people would be concerned about trying to get out of the ship. I'm here inside, just chilling. I can tell. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll be fine. No, don't worry. We'll be fine. I can assure you, this is perfectly normal. Oh, by the way, come here. Look. I don't know if this still works, but I think the sinks worked last time I checked. Yeah, look here, the sinks work. I would say rolling line, but it's like a model train simulator. Sorry, y'all. Oh, yeah, now the flooding is picking up. Look back. Look back. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. The water's rising. You can see it visibly rising on my screen. Yeah, this is where you guys would normally be running. Oh, yep. Mazel, follow me, follow me, follow me. Mizelle, follow me down here. Come down here. We can get out through the bow hatch. Come on. Are you following me? Come on. Come on. This way. Go, go, go. Go. This way. Not this way. No. This ain't what I meant. Through here. Come on. Through here. This is where you run. This is where you run, honest to God, run. Come on. Keep up. This is where you keep up and don't look back. We're aware of that. We're running for our lives, Nordric. Nordric, whatever, however you pronounce your name. Yeah, this is scary. Yeah, this ain't totally scary at all. Climb, you idiots! Climb! Climb! Oh, no. Yeah, that's totally normal. No, it's not. Oh, it's visibly plunging. Yep, go. Yep, time to go. Abandon ship. Abandon ship. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. Why does everyone think I'm from, like, the west part of the United States? I've been here in Georgia all my life. I can tell. The back of the ship is dead. And keep in mind, this is just with that one hatch open. There's just one outside hatch open, and it's already sinking. Wait. Okay, did you guys seriously engage? No. No. I don't want to deal with this. I swear if you guys engaged the scuttle on this thing, I'm going to be ticked. Oh, no, you didn't. I'm amazed. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem with this boat. It just doesn't work. No, it does work. It's just tiny. Whatever you do, do not sink this thing yet. Oh, get up on the bridge. Get up on the upper bridge. Get up on the upper bridge, boy. Get up on the upper bridge, Pilgrim. No, I'm just kidding. That's John Wayne. Yeah, guys, I think we got off, like, literally in the nick of time. Because if I had have opened those hatches, if I had have opened that one hatch there in the back, oh, dude, this thing would drop like an absolute rock. I mean it. It would. And it's still plunging. It's visibly sinking now. Sorry, flying bridge, whatever. Nothing personal. Now, it should go vertical because all of the water in the ship is basically congregating at the very back. So I don't know if it'll go vertical, but it should. Because only the back half of the ship is flooded. Nowhere else is flooded, and I'm falling off the boat. Wonderful. Welcome back to Gunsmoke. Yeah, guys, look. Oh, she's going. She's going visibly. She's sliding down. And guys, if you go into photo mode here, I'm even going to go into photo mode for this. I want you guys to see just how much of the ship is actually flooded here. Okay? Just the galley has that much water in it. The superstructure isn't even flooded yet at all. There is no water in any of the superstructure. None. It's literally just the fuel tank room, the engine room, and then all of this part, all of these areas here are flooded. That's it. That's literally all it's taking to pull this ship down. The fuel tank room, engine room, and the very back half of the second deck is all that needs to flood in order to really sink this ship. So basically what this means is you could seal off an area and yeah, that'd be pretty bad. Don't hit the scuttle just yet. Get us back to port first. But this is the stern sinking is how, in terms of how I do it. I will say, though, this thing does have a habit of stalling, so I know what you guys can probably guess what I'm going to have to do. Boys, stand by. I got stuff to do. Y'all let me know how much is still above water. I'm going to go and open a door or two. There we go. There's another way to speed it up. It should be lower than 25 because I just opened 2 doors. The bridge door and the entrance door. It's going to plunge now. Oh, Lord. Yep. The holds are going under. The front hold is going under. Yeah, it's going to start to drop now. Oh, it's going to drop. I opened 2 doors on the bridge and the other area, and it's going to go. It will go. I've actually gotten the Edisto to sink vertical on the stern. Puppet Gaming. That's a dream. I've never been to Chernobyl. I've seen plenty of video, though. Plenty of video and photos. By the way, once the ship does go fully vertical, which it's going to do right now, and does fully sink, when water hits that hatch, it's going to help flood the rest of the ship. That way, there's not going to be any way for the flooding to stop. And by the way, look down. Those 2 doors there were open. Yeah, and I think if I remember right, it goes full vertical right before it's about to completely go underwater. Oh, I just opened the fuel tanks. No, I'm just kidding. I opened up the other hatch. Yeah, there it goes. It's going full vertical. And it's going to start to drop right there. There it goes. The hatch me and Mizelle escaped from is now being what's going to seal the ship's fate. It's now full vertical, and its last gasp, and it's going to start to slowly plunge from here on out, to right to the end. There it goes. I take back what I said about it plunging slow. It's going. Oh, God. It's going to be loud. But yeah, it's going now. It's plunging. Yep, it's going now. Going quick, too. I think I'm going to spawn in either the HMHS Spammels or the Edisto. What do y'all think? What should I spawn in next? I've got time. There it goes. I'm going to be doing the hospital ship version, mind you. Poseidon flashbacks. And boys, the Georgian flyer has now succumbed. And by the way, go into photo mode, y'all. Mizelle, Nordic, go into photo mode here. And just take a look at just how much isn't really flooded. Look at this. Not flooded. Not flooded. Okay, maybe this is flooded. Oh yeah, but for some reason the cargo hold pumps are forcing water in. Don't know why. Don't know how to question it. But look at this. Yeah, literally. The galley is not even that completely flooded, but it's gonna flood now because there's water. Water would in reality be cascading down here, flooding all other areas in its wake. I can guarantee you guys, all these other areas are not going to flood fully until this thing hits bottom and levels out. Because then all the water is going to start flooding in every area. That's going to be the only way that these other areas up forward flood. I'm going down to the bridge and seeing just how much is left. Oh, that's creepy with the fridge and freezer lights on. Yeah, honey, dinner's going to be a bit late tonight. Okay, now the full superstructure is completely flooded. That's now completely flooded. So that's what's pulling the ship down. And look at how far it's already gone. I want to do the spammels because that's actually a more dramatic sinking. Let me return the ship to the workbench. Okay, guys. So, yeah. Let me despawn it first and don't get y'all's boat. But actually, once I get the Georgian back to dock, I'm going to take it off out of the spawn area. So don't bring y'all's boat back, okay? It'll glitch the workbench out. Okay, there we go. And wait. Come on. Come on, you dang game. Don't glitch out on me. There we go. Okay, let me clear this out. Okay, there it goes. Clear y'all's out of the workbench. Clear y'all's out of the workbench so I can spawn the other ship, okay? HMHS Spammels. There we go. Now, this is the hospital ship version, okay? I want y'all to be aware of this. Whole new sync feature. And it actually has structural elements from the Georgian Flyer installed. Mainly, it's medical equipment. I want y'all to be aware of that when it spawns in. I wouldn't stand there, Mazel. Oh, never mind. Uh-oh. Okay, Mazel, never mind. I think you're totally safe to stand there. Alright, I'll take it over from here. All aboard, HMHS Spammels. We have a ton of wounded to deliver. Okay, I don't know how you're in the engine room, but there should be... Walk back and there should be a ladder leading up through the galley. Oh, wait. Actually, stay in the area with the cylinders. You'll understand why soon enough. Keep the door between you and the escape ladder open. It's in the very back compartment with the fuel tanks. That's fine. Everything's lagging. Let me remove that waypoint because it's totally not going to be needed soon. I'm kidding, it won't be. Not really. Wait a minute, is that what Jesse put into the thing? I don't even know. Also, the original Spammels, I have some information. Its speed gauge actually never worked on the Ocean Liner version. Now it does. Okay, now we should start to move. At around turn 7 knots. There we go. It's climbing. 4, 5, 6, 7. Haha, very funny. Now with this ship, I can actually turn most of the lights on and it not be a problem, as you can see. Actually, you'll find out when I hit the sync feature. But right now, we got weather coming in. We just got word there's a serious storm approaching. Full rain, dang it.
Adrian, they called from the water department over here in Daniel's room. They said the fucking well's running dry.
This is my stepdad's excuse for her to get out of the shower. She's been in there for over an hour. I'm referring to my sister. I know this because of just how long she's been in there. I don't even have to look. I'll be back home with some water. This now?
They went out there checking meters. They say this one's spinning like a good balloon.
Having to watch our little dogs while they're going out, so it'll give the ship time to also get farther out from land. It's actually not making that much headway now that I think about it. Let me change the weather so it's a lot calmer. Range is going to be at like 20. I'm going to turn the fog up. Because why not? Exactly. Right, exactly. Okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to let it just run. No weather, no nothing, because I know a lot of people causes it to lag. Guess you should have made those windows higher up because you can only see like the bow. You can't see anything ahead of you. But yeah, I'll be back. I gotta take care of our dogs real quick. Ow. What? Paddle steamer? Okay, well, no wonder I'm not able to move. Okay, whoever's spawned that in, could they please remove it for the love of God? I can hardly move the ship as it is with that. I don't have anything against paddle steamers. Heck, I've wanted to see one in operation for years, but now is not the time. Thank you. Now we got some headway. It's gone now, so it should be fine. It's alright, Ms. Nell. It's fine. See ya. Alright, Nordric. You and I are synced, so that should be fine. Right then. Let's get the weather up just cuz. Let's build it up gradually. Gradually. Yeah, 7, but look behind us in photo mode. This is so embarrassing. We can't even move. Oh my god. Yeah, I may be retiring this computer soon. I don't know when that will be, but yeah. I want to try and move on from this Toshiba. I love how my mom and them say, "Oh, it's good as a gaming computer." This here proves it's not the case. The hard drive can't be updated, but the RAM might be, but whether or not it would work, I don't know. Wait, what do you mean? Would that make it better? Okay. Nordric, prepare for increased darkness. Hit V on your keyboard for the flashlight, starting now. Oh, I bet it let me turn the lights off. I bet that's what it is. Let's see if my theory's right. Chances of that are slim. Oh, heating's fine, actually. We should be able to move a bit better now that I think about it. Suddenly, without warning. Did it? Wait, what do you mean you crashed? Alright, you may not... Well, I got some bad news. We're already sinking. A hull plate's blown outwards, so I'm in an internal explosion. And yet somehow we're still able to freaking move. Don't know how that's possible. Look, we're still able to move. Yet we're literally about to go full on Poseidon here. I really was hoping you could enjoy the sinking, but okay. Nordic, I was hoping you could technically see the ship. Okay, no, you're good. I'll stop. Nordic, I just saw you. It said you were right beside me. I think. Oh yeah, Nordric, I see you. You're behind me there. Yeah, don't come outside. That's all I'm gonna say. Just don't come outside. We're actually in a fair... We're in a lot of trouble. We're in major trouble. Prepare to get out. Prepare to try and evacuate right now because the ship, once it gets on its side, once the ship is on its side, it's going to be making an escape impossible. It's literally impossible at this point. You should have been in the main area because everything inside is going to start sliding around and off the ship. How the heck did you manage to get out? Yeah, Jesse made it deliberate like this. Mate, the radio's dead. Buddy, I hate to say it, but the radio's dead. Come on, there's nothing we can do. No, I want you to see the inside of the ship as it sinks. It's actually really neat. If you noticed, all the beds and whatnot fall over to one side. I wasn't sure if you could see it. Good luck. By the way, Nordic, I've actually gotten this sucker in to be completely on its side before. I'm dead serious. No, don't use the lights. Don't use the lights. They're going to glitch us out. They cause the ship to lag. By the way, don't think you can cancel this sync button Once you hit it, there's no going back. Not this time. Don't do that. No. Nordric, don't launch the lifeboat. Do not launch the lifeboat. It'll cause the ship's... It'll ruin the list. I want you to see the ship completely on its side. And I want you to hopefully be inside when it happens. You know what? I'm making launching a lifeboat impossible. Wind 100, dang it. Starting now. Edward, what's up, man? Well, I mean, you can't do it. Look at the weather. There it goes. There it goes. It's going over. It's going over. By the way, Nordric, I'd recommend getting inside right now because the ship is literally starting to go over. I think. I know why the ship hasn't gone over fully yet. It takes a minute because Jesse basically made this thing sink. Reason I say that is if you look here, he's got these ballast tanks here that are slowly starting to flood and fill up with water. Once they get to a certain point, yeah, like this area is completely flooded. Once the medical room here floods, it'll pull the ship over. It just takes a bit. He says this thing can sink in like 10 minutes. We're going to see that because the timer started the minute I hit the sink button. Let's see if he's right. Nordric, I recommend coming inside the ship because there's survival gear that I want you to see. I want you to know where it's located. No, it's fine. Launch both. Just see, that control system is actually going to make it to where you can literally, it launches both lifeboats simultaneously, so you can't launch one or the other. It launches them both. Also, it's now gotten to where I can't get forward. I can't get forward inside the ship. Oh, no, wait, I can. I gotta crouch, though. It's alright, Beverly. Take your time. I'm probably gonna go at around 8:40-ish or so. Yeah, there's a survival locker here. All the survival gear in order to try and get out of this thing alive is right here. Sorry. I'm calling you by your username that's on here, okay? Alright, but if you do this, Nordic, I guarantee you it's going to capsize the ship. Just letting you know. That, by the way, is to help when you open the main cargo hold. The water coming down the hatch will flood both decks simultaneously. There's also that skylight there. All this cargo, though, it's lost. Yeah, I'm having to slowly crawl, essentially, through the ship just to get out. I mean, Jesse and I've wanted to try and do one ship where literally the only escape method is by doing it the Poseidon Adventure way, where the ship literally has to capsize in order for people to get out. 'Cause there's no other way to do it. By the way, this is totally normal. Oh, and also, I think this is totally normal. It's not normal, actually. I know one thing I'm going to do. This thing will still move. I kid you not. Its engines are still operational because the air vents for the engine intakes are on the funnel, meaning... Yeah, as Komodo would say, this is fine. No, it's a feature. It's a feature. It's fine. Yeah, you basically ruined the ship, I think. Oh, no, you made it worse. Never mind. Turbulent. This ain't turbulence. There's just waves. By the way, I recommend listening to Bruce Springsteen's album Western Stars. It's a new album he made. And my God, it's fantastic. How the hell is she able to move? Oh, Nordric, I'll show you. If you don't believe me, watch this. How the hell is she able to move? I love that response. Nordric, don't believe me. Watch this. And hold on to something. She lives! What is this? What is this sorcery? It's not sorcery, it's freaking logic. The air intakes are on the funnel. And since they're not underwater, that means this sucker can still move. But I can tell you no ship captain would want to do something like this. Suddenly the waves pick up. Suddenly also, good God, the hatch! And then the engines die. Oh, shit. Yeah, we're screwed. In more ways than one, because suddenly the hatch fails. By the way, I launched the, not the lifeboat. Oh, it won't be fine at all soon. Oh, it's taking on water. It's taking on water. I can see it. Yeah, water's pouring in slowly. That's all it's going to take. And then it's going to go. Each time it dips back down is going to be when it goes. Mate, Fruit, don't you have like some kind of thing meant for like keeping pencils safe or something? Don't you have, like... Well, get a coffee mug or something. Sounds like a personal problem. Oh, yeah, the hold is... I think the hold got hit. From how much water that was, something tells me water is now entering the cargo hold at a really bad rate. Nordric, I'd abandon ship now. The lifeboats will not work. They're useless. Thank you. I'm pretty sure Jesse would be flattered. You didn't miss anything. The chaos is just starting, I think. That's totally not terrifying at all. Mate, I didn't intend on leaving. I was trying to get water to flood into the cargo hold to hurry this up because I can't be on every 2 hours. For like 4.5 hours. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. It's going over now. Yeah, there it is. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. The ship is gonna go. It's there was water. There was water. I saw it starting to enter the hold. Oh yeah, watch. When it dips back. Oh, dude, Nordic. Every time the ship dips down, more water goes into that cargo hold, I think. It's gonna still sink regardless. It's just gonna be much slower. Now that one of the boats is removed. Oh no, water's starting to flood in the medical room now. It's just going extremely slow though. Yeah. You know it's pretty bad when you can say you're walking on the side of your ship. I think I've heard... Oh, dude, I think I've heard of that. Alright, see you, fruit boat. I actually know... Nordic, I've actually never noticed that. Wait, where exactly are you? Oh, okay. Nordic, look behind you on the bridge, outside the door. Guess you just got back on the boat. Oh, I know what'll fix this. As if we weren't in enough trouble already. At this point, all power is now dead on the ship. We are dead in the water. This is the point where the ship is completely dead in the water. There is no power whatsoever. Oh, also there's fog. And it's amazing, though, that it's still even floating at some point. What I'm surprised about is the fact that somehow the thing is even still floating, Nordic. How this is possible, I don't even know. That down there is going to be determining what ends this ship, that's for sure. God, I can't see anything. Yeah, dude, I can't see anything at all. Nordric, I don't think we have. Not that it would matter. Forgive me if I'm wrong on that. Nordric, come on. I think we can go back into the... Nordric, come with me. We need to try and get back into the dining room, okay? You hear me? Try and get back into the dining room. Follow my flashlight. It's not going to be safe there. I think I heard rumors a tsunami was coming before we hit the mine. We need to try and get back into the dining room before the ship gets taken over. Hurry, we don't have much time. Dang it, I'm scared I'm going to get left behind. Are you in the dining room? Nordic? Nordic or whatever your name is. Forgive me, I'll get that wrong. Well, the good news is we have a galley we can prepare food in. So I'm going to just close that. Not that it'll matter anyway. Nordric, are you in here? I thought you said you were in the dining room. Up here. Get down here, quick. I'm telling you, I think I heard there was a tsunami coming. Yeah, somehow there's water in here. Don't know why. Well, this totally ain't creepy at all, seeing part of your ship flooding in front of you. I'm going to just close that door. At this point, all we can do is try and sleep. There ain't much we can do anymore. All we're on is essentially a ghost ship. Did you make sure the door was closed? Dude, this is actually really creepy seeing all this. We're essentially in a ghost ship. That's what this is. We're in a ghost ship. Okay, good. The door's closed. We're going to need that. All we can do now is try and buy this ship some time. I'm going to go forward and try and seal any remaining doors. If you find anything that's flooding, seal it. I'm going down below to try and seal stuff. Listen, there's medical beds in here that are anchored to the ground. Use them. You might be able to get some kind of sleep. I can't guarantee what it is, but if we can make it through the night somehow, we should be okay. I can't guarantee we'll be okay, but all I can do is guess. It's going to take a bit, but I don't want to risk anything going out on deck. I mean, we are essentially a dead ship. We have no means of navigation. We have no means of power. We are truly dead in the water. Truly. Yeah, there's a door here. I got to seal it because both of these cargo holds are connected by like an air vent to provide air circulation. Right there, you see the vent? That's gonna, if this hatch floods, that water's gonna come in. There we go. Sealed. We should be okay. By the way, look behind you there. Nordric, behind you, right here, where my flashlight's at. There's survival gear, diving gear, scuba gear, firefighting gear. So if this thing does sink while we're inside, we have a way to get out still. We'll swim out and up through the cargo hold if we have to. There's a hatch. Thank you. I'll tell him you said that. Shout out to this good man here. Alright, come on, let's get back to the frickin' operating room. There's two med beds in there we can use to try and get some kind of rest. What little we can still get. All we can do is just wait it out and pray for the best at this point. Right? Through here. Here's the design elements from the Georgian flyer that I added in. It's all this. All this here. Hang on, let's see. There should be some kind of power here. Don't know how much. Yeah, the clock light works for some reason. Yes, we've got light somehow. Alright, seal the door. Nice. Right. Nice that you have a Discord channel, by the way. Alright, you can turn the flashlight off now. We've got some light, somehow. Probably a backup generator. You can turn the flashlight off by hitting V, by the way. But, yeah. What do you mean by that? Like, I don't know. Dude, the ambiance from this is actually kind of creepy, if you think about it. There's only two lights that somehow are still working throughout the entire ship. Let me see if any surgical lights work. Yes, they do. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I think we're going over. Let's see. Uh-oh. We have a problem. We have a problem. I think the hatch is starting to take on water. Yeah, I think we're going down. I think we're going down. Oh, no, never mind. The tsunami's here. Wonderful. Nordric, I got some news for you. I don't know if you want to hear the good news or the bad news, but we're in a tsunami currently. We are literally riding over a tsunami, and I didn't even know it was here. That's really creepy. Yeah, well, that's creepy as all get out. Okay, there goes the spammels. And now here's Zero G's. Crouch, crouch, hit the beds. Hit the beds, get in the bed. Get in the medical bed, quick. Okay, we've lost all lifeboats apart from 2. Now's our time to move. We've got to move now. Now. All right. Okay, man. You have a good night. Nordic, I think it's time to leave now. Oh, God. Water. Water's coming in. I'll try. Right now we got a problem. We're sinking. We are now officially sinking. Water's flooding. Burst through the door. I'll try and call. I gotta get... I'll have to pause the stream temporarily. I think they're trying to clear, like, blackheads off my stepdad's back, like the, zits. Okay, yep, we gotta go now because we're kind of sinking. Help me! I can't get out. I'm trapped. Nordric, I need assistance. I'm stuck. Ah! Nordric, I've got a problem. I'm literally stuck inside the ship. I'm trapped. I can't get out. Help me! Help me! Screw it. I'm going for it. I'm risking it for the biscuit. Don't, you'll die. Dang it, I can't move! Jesse made this thing inescapable, I swear. Keep going. There's a cargo hold here. There, it's open. Nordric, come down the lower stairwell. The hold's open. Nordric, down here, the lower stairwell. I'm in the bottom of the ship. Come on! We're sinking, come on! on, come on, come on. I gotta get to him. I mean, I'm sure if this was a real life situation, if anyone was trapped like Nordric is, it would really be as terrifying as it sounds here. Okay, God, thank God he got out. Okay. Well, the ship is going to sink now. It's already going under as we speak. Oh, yeah, it's plunging right now. The ship is plunging. Abandoned ship, Nordric. It's every man for himself. Get to the lifeboat. Quick. Get to the lifeboat. The only one that's still here. Quick. That's kind of terrifying, seeing one lifeboat being drugged down with it. It's going. It's slow, but it's going. Oh, it's going Poseidon, I think. Let's see. Oh, yeah, look at this. Look at this, Nordric. It's going. It's going to full Poseidon. Look at this. Look at this. It's turning over. I think. Oh, no. We forgot to open the door. That might be a problem. Yo, what a coincidence. That's a major coincidence, actually. It'd probably be really bad. Right now, the sinking's stalled. I have to open the door to the dining room to get it to continue again. Next up may be the Edisto. May, depending on time. No, 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 no! Ooh, this ticks me off. You know it's pretty bad when you're actually able to walk on the side of your ship. Yeah, the sinking's basically stalled at this point. So I'm going back in and opening it up again to start it. Oh no, never mind, it's going again. It's just really, really slow. There's a problem, exactly. That'd be funny. Uh-oh, Nordric, I'm going back in. And I'm back in the ship. Oh, dude, more beds have fallen. No, no, no! Oh, God, I'm trapped. Well, this is an issue. I think I have a problem. I'm trapped. I'm literally trapped, I think. Yeah, well, this is totally... What have you done? I'm fine, Nordric. I'm moving. I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward. Or should I say down? I've got a whole nother compartment to open up. That's going to seal the ship's fate. What have you done? I've done everything, Nordric. I've done everything. I'm going to don a survival suit, and I'm going to get out of here. I will survive. I always do. And Nordric, this is where I died. No, I'm just kidding. Nordric, at this point, there's a million things in the way as far as debris is concerned. I've got survival gear on, so the ship is sinking now. It's going to completely go under. Well, of course, I just opened the door to get out, so that upper hold is now letting tons of water in to the second deck, so it's going to plunge now. Well, of course it's flooding. I opened the door. It truly is a Britannic scenario now that I think about it, because the ship has stalled on its sinking. It's literally sitting here, mostly sunk and flooded, and yet this one area is still above water somehow. Of course, that's what we get for not being able to get it any farther than the island, so yeah. I think what I should do is make the ships get farther out and before y'all join and then sink them. I think that's what I'll do next time. That way we don't have this problem again. Yes. I'm going to take everything back to the workbench, and I'm going to spawn the Edisto in now. Alright? Oh boy. There we go. Nordric, don't spawn anything in, because the Edisto is the last ship I'll be showing tonight. For tonight, rather. And while I wait, I'm going to get my clothes up. There's socks and jeans, so I can get that for my outfit for tomorrow. All I gotta do now is just pick a shirt out and I'll be set. Underwear goes in there. The jeans. The jeans. Okay, there we go. Perfect timing. Alright, there's that. Hold on 1 second, y'all. There we go. And that is that. And all I gotta do is pick a shirt out in the morning and I'm set. Hang on, what? Yeah, hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh dear, everything's glitching out. Hold on, y'all. Nordric, the whole freaking game is crashing. I'm sorry, man. Hold on. Oh dear, hold on, y'all. A million things are happening at once and it's not good for this computer. Sorry, y'all, my game crashed. I've got Discord open so that Nordric Starline could find me. It's Railroad Preserver 2000, hashtag 5386. Actually, considering how tired I am, I think I'm going to call it a night. Okay? I'll do the Edisto tomorrow if I have time. Okay? So with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. Shout out to everyone who was able to join the server and the live stream. I greatly appreciate y'all's attendance. And I will try and hopefully see y'all tomorrow. This is Railroad Preserver 2000 signing out.